Chicky, chicky, chicky. Chicky, chicky, chess. Brought to you by Ernie, Biggity, Baltazar. The Biggity Man from Manila, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Check him on out in the near future. Please do it. Do it for me. Do it for everybody. Check it out right now. We're going to do that right now. We're going to watch J2A 2006 Zambales versus babydragon 28. Going to be a King's Indian Diggity defense, ladies and gentlemen. We can't wait. Can't wait. King's Indian Diggity defense, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait. White's already, he's just given up control of the center of the chessboard to White. babydragon 28. 5 minutes on the clickety-clack clock for both of these players. J2A 2006 Zambales. J2A, and look at that. Nice job from White. Getting right to the point, and then before Black has a chance to even develop his pieces, he's going to lead the attack. Very aggressive play. Has firm control of the Biggity board, but the King's Indian, so well known to be so disruptive. And look at, he's even preventing the kingside castle here from White, so he's going to have to move his bishop forward. Meanwhile, Black, J2A 2006, looking pretty safe over there with the nice fianchetto play. The nice fianchetto play. Chicky, 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 chicky chess. The nice fianchetto play. Chicky, chicky chess. Blitz style from Ernie Biggity Baltazar, Biggity Man from Manila. J2A 2006 Zambales. Getting a little aggressive over there, moving the horse, so he's going to have to move his horse right back, and that's going to be the plan from White all along, is to develop his castle looking like that. Players like to develop their castle looking like that when they have a aggressive style play here from the F column. Meanwhile, it's a counter strike here from J2A 2006 Biggity Ball Ace with 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. babydragon still 4 minutes and 22. They make their Biggity moves so dang quick. babydragon taking a little bit there, 20 seconds to think that move over, and that's going to put him just barely behind in the time game. Still, the position looking very good for both Biggity players. White gonna move on up with his horse. Hop! Oh my gosh! There's the exchange, and the Biggity battle has officially started. White has that riggedy rook there to help with that E or D, whatever column. Black's rook undiggity developed, but still we'll have to see, because that pawn probably a little overextended there. Here's the Biggity bishop with a cheeky check, and another cheeky check, and this time he's gonna have to do the queen exchange. No chance, no other options. Ladies and gentlemen, queen's gone, and that's going to open up this center assault here from White, who's looking pretty good to do a kingside assault, but really the center of the chickadee chessboard, lining both Biggity bishops for a kingside strike. For a kingside strike, and now Biggity Black's going to have to make a tough choice. Going to lose the rook, because that bishop for a rook sounds good to Biggity me, so even though J.A. 2006 Zambales moved that rook to move it out of the way of that one bishop, another bishop lined on up, and he's going to exchange on Diggity down so quick. babydragon with 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock versus Zambales with 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the clickety clack clock, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and gaggle of giggly girls, I should say. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we see the BD bishop trying to get revenge there and trap this rook way up there. The rook might be in a little bit of hot water. What to see does have the pawn, and here comes the pawn moving right on up. This is going to expose the king of White, but White doesn't care. He's looking pretty good here with his double down of double riggedy rooks. And look at that pawn just moving up like it's nothing to protect that rook. Wowzers. Pretty good stuff here. A very good assault from babydragon 28 versus J2A 2006 Zambales. Make sure you capitalize that A when you want to add them fan mail. That's right. Ernie Biggity Baltazar, Biggity Man from Manila. We keep bringing you the cheeky chess stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him coming down with a cold. Cheeky chess. Blitz style. Alright, here's a check. A nice check coming right on up here from our heroic hero. Biggity Baby Dragon. Continuing this all, but look at the nice defenses of Zambales. Been so defensive all game. Really putting all other defenses to shame. Quite easily. Quite feasibly. Alright, here comes the offense of Baby Dragon, though. Gonna slip right past the defenses. Try to get that touchdown peon or peasant or pawn all the way down. Cheeky. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Uh-oh. Rut-row. Exchange on diggity down, and now we see two rooks lining on up to achieve what they set out to diggity do. Biggity Baby Dragon is moved that D piggity pawn all the way diggity down. The very first move he probably did all game, or maybe second move, first or second move, and now he's gonna complete that move. Biggity move and biggity boogie on diggity down the rest of the jiggity chess map. It's a kingside counter attack, however, from Biggity Black. Kingside counter attack. Look at this. See, super diggity duper defense, and now Baby Dragon not looking so good with 1 minute and 53 seconds on that clock to 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So, well, he's pushing the exchange here. He does indeed push the exchange, and now it's down to a riggedy rook versus a knight. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a cheeky check. Oh, wowzers. Can Biggity Black continue the attack? I don't know. White only has 1 minute and 36 seconds on the clock, but looks like he might actually have the jiggity job all diggity done right riggedy here. But look at that super sweet hop around, diggity dance around, and now even Black's taking the initiative, and he's not gonna take that trade. So Black's a free to move his own forward. What's he gonna choose to do? Cheeky. What's he gonna choose to do? Will he he's gonna actually move his king into position. Good call. I like it. I do. Alright, here comes White with White's gonna take down, and he's gonna sacrifice. And now we see here White just having a dominating position, but Biggity Black gonna do his biggity best to bring this pawn diggity down for the game-winning conclusive. Wowzers! Here's the tiggity-tizers. Wowzers! Here's the tiggity-tizers. Or is it? With 1 minute 8 seconds on the clock, that's gonna be game. GG game. GG game. Ernie Biggity Baltazar, man from Miggity Manila.